Okay. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Coffeehouse Folk with yours truly, Nick Carter and Brian Theoret. And we are delighted to have our good friend Bernie Drury here, who's going to show the world how to write a song tonight as well. We're so glad that Bernie's back with us, or I should say, with us for the first time, and hopefully many more times to come. Brian, how's it going tonight?
Doing real good. Even better now that we're here. Very excited for tonight. Very excited to hear some more of Bernie's amazing lyrical genius.
Right.
And I'm just excited. I'm very excited.
That's terrific. Well, Bernie, welcome. We're going to hear from you in just a minute. We're going to do 3 from Brian, then 3 from Bernie, and then I'll back clean up here in a few minutes. So, Brian, over to you, my friend.
All right. Hope everybody is having an amazing Wednesday. Mine has been pretty stellar. And hopefully this will make everybody's Wednesday even better. I'm going to stop jabbering and play a tune. This one is the title track to my upcoming album. This one's called Early Morning Firefly. Like an early morning firefly and late night bird, shadows spin in circles, the clock strikes 10. I'm dreaming, it goes on, it goes on, it goes on in my head. Fear the awkward silence, the vicious cycle ends. Lips rumbling inside, push it out instead. Beneath an umbrella beginning to change, sweet rain beginning to change. Like an early morning firefly and late night bird. Beneath my accent there's no be heard. It rushes to the end, light bulb glows dim. Should I start from the end or begin again? Taking control of this, making me breathe, making me dream again. Like an early morning firefly and late night bird. Beyond my lacking confidence, I wanna be heard. Sorting out my reverence in the dogwood I perch. Like an early morning firefly and late night bird. Standing here, you waiting there now. Decision made, a waiting game's done. Scream now, whisper your ear. Can hear all it wants to. Oh, I'm standing here, you waiting there now. Decision made, a waiting game's done. Screams now, whisper your ear. Can hear all it wants to. Oh, I'm standing here, you waiting there now. Decision made, a waiting game's done. Screams now, whisper your ear. Can hear all it wants to. Thanks, everybody.
Nice work. Great to hear that song again.
All right.
That's got so many cool rhythm variations in it. You know, I love the strumming pattern. It's like a march. You know, dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 you know.
And then it switches to the.
Yes.
It like cuts out that beat in there.
Yeah. No, very, very nice guitar work.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. So this tune is this one's called Written in Ink. It kind of progresses through the song, going from not really being sure, you know, about what to say, and then kind of slowly over time kind of figuring out what you want to say, and you'll kind of see the progression as it goes through. But yeah, this one's called Written in Ink. Take 3 steps, then your back's against the page. It's written in ink, although you see it bleed. The written words from a shaky hand, from what you say. What is it that you mean to feel? You look both ways, then you're back across the street. It's beaten from age, from all those miles and wheels. Crosswalk fades from 1,000 steps you meant to say. What is it that you meant to see? I've been waiting for a sign to hit me in the face. It's been 3 years, then your words are on the page. It's written in ink, and now you know they're real. The written word from a steady hand, from what you say. What is it that you meant to say? Oh, oh, oh,
Oh yeah.
Nice work, Brian. I love your syllables. The ooh ooh ooh. You don't do that often, and I really liked hearing it. You know,
Nice.
really nice touch.
Nice, thanks.
I heard that was a Dave Matthews vibe for me.
Oh,
I
I love
heard,
I love Dave Matthews. So
yeah, no, I heard that. Started hearing his band behind.
yeah, yeah. Oh
Yeah.
boy, that'd be cool. I'll give him a ring. Yeah, that. Yeah, now that because I actually don't usually play it in this tuning, and like 10 minutes before showtime, I was like, oh well, I guess I'll do it like this, and I really like how that sounded.
Mm-hmm.
Nice
But yeah,
touch.
no, I appreciate it. Um, let me see here.
I like the fact that you changed how you played it because sometimes we get so locked in,
Mm.
and yeah, I'll talk about that when my time is up. I don't want to take your time, but yeah, I love that.
Oh yeah, no worries, no
Yeah.
worries. All right, cool. So this last tune I'll play in this set here is one that I wrote while I was attempting to serve jury duty. I say attempting because they didn't pick my name, but I suppose if they had picked my name, this song wouldn't exist. So this one's called Juror Number 3. Another name called now. You know it's not the first. Spirit, it's at home now, with the body in the hearse. Flown away all too soon for a parent's new wife. Kneel and say a prayer now and plead all your goodbyes. The jurors as they gathered, all the evidence was heard. An accident did happen, but it's more than what occurred. The driver, if convicted, hands up to his face. Actions, consequences, in his mouth as if to taste. Gavel cracked wood to wood on the tabletop, and there he stood with all he could as the gavel dropped. Juror number 3, he stood, the gavel on his mind. The weight cracked the tabletop, adjourned, he closed his eyes. The man will spend his every breath and leave behind it all. The lives he crushed will never hear the laughter down the hall. The laughter down the hall. Gavel cracked wood to wood on the tabletop, and there he stood with all he could as the gavel dropped. One more drink, I'm sure he said, we'll finish off the night. Whiskey on the rocks, he said, will do me just right. I'm just around the corner, 2 exits and a left. I close my eyes, I never saw her. Gavel cracked wood to wood on the tabletop, and there he stood with all he could as the gavel dropped. Gavel cracked wood to wood on the tabletop, and there he stood with all he could as the gavel dropped. Thank you.
Let me just say that I'm glad you never had to serve jury duty. I'm glad that you had the time to write that. I love that song.
Thank you.
I love the consonants. The gavel cracked, the tabletop, the gavel dropped. Very percussive, very, I like those hard consonants there because it's like, his fate is happening. So it's
Yeah.
appropriate.
Yeah.
Good point.
And I hadn't thought of this before, but it was kind of like a fast heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. You know, just thinking of that. Like I'm
I
sure.
also like the way you insert "I never saw her."
Yeah.
Like boom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Going for impact there. Yeah,
You know what? Maybe the last time that you sing it, you whisper it like despairingly, like I never saw her. Something
yeah.
like that, because
That's an idea.
it it just drives home the tragedy.
Right, right.
Great.
Yeah, that was
Right.
awesome.
Bernie,
Thank
my
you. Appreciate
friend,
it.
we can't wait to hear your stuff. You're on.
Well, I can't. Oh, I'm happy to play it. You guys doing a great job here, and um, anytime, yeah, I mean, anytime we can get back together and connect musically, socially, both,
Amen to
is
that, brother.
wonderful, because we all realize how much we missed that interaction with
Yeah.
you know with each
Absolutely
other.
true. I mean,
Um,
yes, it was a treat, wasn't it? Labor Day weekend, that
Oh
long. Oh
boy.
my
Yeah,
God.
it was.
Tuesday came too soon, I think.
It did.
yeah, it was definitely, and it's funny. So Friday we get there and we check in, and then we have, if anybody's listening that doesn't know the retreat, it's a songwriting retreat run by Ellis Paul, uh, and Nick and Brian are friends from there. And Friday night you get there and you only have one half session with your teacher, and the rest of the weekend you'll get two sessions. And so we were up with Buddy Monlock,
Right.
and so he's given us our our exercises, and nothing. I can't get a thought out of my head other than rhyming day with say and all of the thing. And I got out of that session and I go like, oh, this sucks. I'm having ordinary thoughts. I'm not I'm not ready. And then luckily, I mean, the teachers were extraordinary. So by the next day, they kind of pried the glue out of my mind.
Yeah, we were in the same group. We were in the yellow group, I think, Bernie.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Yep.
traveled together. We toured. We toured
Yes.
together.
Yeah, I
Meanwhile,
know.
meanwhile, I was laying on the floor with a tennis ball, but with Susan Werner.
Oh, that at night you got
Yeah,
your tennis ball at night.
yeah, yep,
Ah,
yep.
Yeah.
yeah, we got ours during the day, so she kicked us out and made us walk around the property.
I know. Chew gum and walk at the same time, which we all did.
Yep.
And
Hey,
and out of that, so and that prompt that you gave me, Nick, is slowly coming together. That
nice.
was from Susan's class. So
Cool. Cool.
yeah. All right. So I like to kind of intersperse my serious songs with lighthearted songs. So I'm going to do three of each. So the first set here, my three songs, I'm going to do a couple lighthearted and one serious. And this song has no story behind it. I just liked rhyming hoochie coochie. So this is called Hoochie Coochie. Let's do that again. There we go. Lot of pretty ladies have come my way. If I'm honest, very few would make the grade. When all the huggy wuggy, the smoochy hoochie coochie is done. Physical attraction only goes so far, like money in your pocket or a fancy car. At the end of the day, find somebody to love. But if you think you're ready for something more, you're gonna have to change the way you're keeping score. can touch, you can hold, and count for very much when you're getting old. So throw away your black book and stop your running around. Let me share a thing or two that I have learned. Think the time has come for you to take your turn. Find a take her home to mama, watching movies in pajamas kind of girl. Well, if you think you're ready for something more, you're gonna have to change the way you're keeping score. So that's my story, short and sweet. Try it once for me, I guarantee you'll be saying okie dokie, I know who I want a hokey pokey with. You'll thank me later, that's crystal clear. See you later, alligator, my work's done here. Go and get some huggy wuggy, smoochy hoochie coochie with your take her home to mama, watching movies in pajamas, saying okie dokie, I know who I want a hokey pokey with.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Well, you know, the harmonies of that thing, not just the lyrics and the way you sing it, but the way you, just the minute you start, it pulls the grins out of people, which I love. You know what I mean? So carry on, my friend. I love it.
Thank you. Yeah, no, that's a fun song. It's probably people remember it. They think they call me the Coochie Coochie song, and that's like Charo. So you know that's a South American bombshell from like the 70s and 80s.
I remember this person, Charo.
She was married to Xavier Cugat, and she used to go on Johnny Carson and play the dumb blonde. She was an amazing flamenco guitar player. So a lot more to her than met the eye. All right, so this is a song. I figured I'd do a couple Nesser songs. I worked on this with, this was my song in 2019 for the student concert. And it started in 2018. One of the morning sessions, James Lee Baker got up and played The Last Cowboy in Hutchinson County. And it blew me away because he had such simple imagery that was so vivid. And I don't know anything about cowboys, and his dad worked in a tool plant that made the machinery that ground the wheat. I don't know those worlds, but I felt I did through the song. And then we went into a session, and I'd never been able to write a song about my dad. And George Wurzbach had us do an exercise for a story song. And so this came out, the first two verses did, and then I worked with Ellis on it. And he didn't change much, but at the end, the last verse it was only half done. It wasn't resolved. And he just says, "Do you have any grandchildren?" And I said, "No, but I'm having one." He goes, "Well, see if you can work that in." And so that's why he's a maestro. It perfectly, it wrapped a bow around the story. So, so here we go. So when I was young, my dad had lots of jobs. We were really blue collar. But when I got to high school, he got a really good job, and he asked for the earliest shift, which started at 6 a.m. And he did that so he could come to all my football practices, you know, not just the games, but the practices. And he was the only dad who did that. And you remember that stuff. So this is called The Man in the Chevrolet. Man isn't measured by fortune or fame. All that truly matters is your good name. When I played on high school fields, be it practice or a game, wouldn't even have to look to know you're in that same old parking spot you always took. watching from the car. Only Dad there every day. I knew in my heart you'd be there. You'd be there. Sunny days would find you leaning on the fence. Rainy days I'd look for the glow from your cigarette through the windshield. But what mattered is if I needed strength, look through the goalposts for that old white Chevrolet, 'cause you'd be there. You'd always be there. Man isn't measured by fortune or fame, no. All that truly matters is your good name. You gave me your good name. Now the fields I walk away, the game of life is played. When times are hard, I close my eyes and pray for guidance from afar. Get me through the day. I'll often think back to the man in the Chevrolet. Things will be okay. That's what he would say. A man isn't measured by fortune or fame, no. All that truly matters is your good name. You gave me your good name. When I was finishing this song, my first grandchild, my grandson, was born. And so he comes into this last verse. Your line remains unbroken though the Chevrolet's long gone. Now there is another man to carry your name on. When my children and their children play fields their very own, the gift I will give them, the one that I'll pass on, well, I'll be there. I'll always be there.
Bravo, bravo, bravo. That's really wonderful.
Yeah, beautiful.
I remember
song.
you played that first time I heard that, Bernie, was, I think, at least for me, was Nesser 20 when we were all online.
Right, yeah. Yep,
You might have had it earlier, but that's when I first heard it.
yeah.
And I remember thinking, and when you teed it up just a minute ago, I said, "Oh, I bet that's the one about the guy in the Chevrolet or Bernie." Yeah, so that's a great song. Beautiful images.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm happy with that one.
Pleasure to listen to it. Good stuff.
Okay, we're going to finish up this set with more upbeat or lighthearted, just called Love and Fool. All the story songs, well, that was a story song. This is just kind of, it was a lot of inside rhymes in this song. So here we go, just Love and Fool. Whoops, one minute. if you're looking for a little home cooking, my kitchen's always open for you. Just a loving food for you. When we're together, doesn't matter if the weather is kicking up a fuss. Not for us. Used to worry about the past. I found love, and I ain't looking back. Hey girl, in this big wide world, there's one thing I know is true. I'm just a loving fool for you. Back in school I was never cool, just a shy boy following all the rules. Oh, but I'd break some rules for you, for you. No matter what I tried, all nervous up inside, I had butterflies, even they were tongue-tied. I'm just a loving fool for you. Used to worry about the past. I found love, and I ain't looking back now. Hey girl, in this big wide world, there's one thing I know is true. I'm just a loving fool for you. Girl, I'm simply saying, don't worry that I'm playing no love games with your heart. Cupid did his part, and I found you. When we're on the road or riding, I hope you'll be beside me. You like the sound of me and you. If that's true, let's say I do. Used to worry about the past. I found love, and I ain't looking back now. Hey girl, in this big wide world, there's one thing I know is true. I'm just a loving fool for you. I'm just a loving fool, just a loving fool. Oh, I'm a loving fool for you.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Very, very nice. Great sense of fun in your music, as well as some real heartfelt stuff in that middle song. We were barefoot on a blanket. I just wanted to chase away the doubt. At the water's edge you leaned into me. I still can taste the chocolate on your mouth. Wind soft and warm as a whisper, and the radio singing us to sleep. There's you and the stars, and nighttime guitars, reeling all the years back in reach. Just below the surface, we feel our way along, and eye to eye, too right to be wrong. And it's a sweet summer fire no water can put out, burning brighter with a wind from the south. How we love when no one was looking, guilty of the sweetest kind of crime. Stolen the scenes and you'd reach for me, and I played the thief every time. Just below the surface we feel our way along, and eye to eye, too right to be wrong. It's a sweet summer fire no water can put out, burning brighter with a wind from the south. I keep a picture from the day we got married, and we're grinning like we found the inside track. Clothes sure look dated, but the moment never faded, and we're sure not looking back. Just below the surface, feel our way along, and eye to eye, too right to be wrong. It's a sweet summer fire no water can put out, burning brighter with a wind from the south. Sweet fire no water can put out, burning brighter with a wind from the south. Sweet fire no water can put out, burning brighter with a wind from the south. Sweet fire no water can put out, and it's burning brighter with a wind from the south.
Lovely. Lovely. Love that song, Nick.
So much for trying to muffle the string. That's what we had going on down here. Intentional thing.
No, I liked it very much. It sounded almost like a faux nylon string.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you picked up on it. That was the intent.
Well,
I realized I didn't have any duct tape, and when I did the album, we had an electric guitar that I played with a big strip of duct tape across the bridge, to get that ding, 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 ding sound.
I didn't see the tape, and I said, "How's he muting the strings?"
Now you know my secret, right?
But I know it's set, near the water, but it has an island vibe to it. I just heard this like island percussion behind
That's
it.
nice.
Yeah. Oh, very much so. Yeah. The melody is so sweet.
Thank you. Glad you like it.
And I love that. I love that part. Yeah.
Thank you. Great. Okay, so that's Went from the South. That song kind of created. about a memory of something that happened a long time ago. I like to say the girl who inspired that song, we're still dating. So. Anyway, okay, so let's move on. This, let's go with something a little, it was late last night, found the light on over our front door. Your key was in the lock, you'd never left it there before. Your note was on the door, said this time you're gone for good, time to look for something more. Heavy rain's coming, I can feel it blowing in, restless river rising. Love is caving in, can't stop the flood, but maybe we can try to save the bridge between your heart and mine. I took your love for granted, thought you'd always be there. Now I feel an open wound that just won't heal without you here. One night alone, one too many. Now the cost is clear. Heavy rain is coming, can't you feel it blowing in? And restless rivers rising, levee caving in, can't stop the flood, but maybe we can try to save the bridge between your heart and mine. Waves of regret soaking in, I'll cross to your side and start again. Heavy rain is coming, I can feel it blowing in, restless river rising, levee caving in. Can't stop the flood, but maybe we can try to save the bridge between. Can't stop the flood, but maybe we can try to save the bridge between your heart and mine. Your heart and mine. So that's talking about, that's like, you know, let's not say too mournful. So we're going to pep it up a little bit here. Although I like that song, that was adapted from something that's far more upbeat. The Bridge, which is the name of that song. It found its first life in Nashville, and it was quite upbeat. And before we went into the recording studio to do this album, I decided that song, The Bridge, ought to be brought back a bit, and should have that something just a little bit more, what's the word, contemplative or something like that. Okay, anyway, here we go. Let's try something a little autobiographical. This goes, this is really the, music music has not always been the big thing in my life, and it took a while before I found my way back to it. And this is about how a guitar helped me find my way back to it, about finding direction. It's called My Guitar is My Compass. Winter 78, I finally quit the band for a job back home with family. Just didn't see the trouble coming down as my guitar became a stranger to me. Fresh out of school, steady paycheck in hand, my pockets full of cash. Had an office in the field, helping farmers work the land. Had 3 good years before the crash. Then the markets broke the farms, and the banks came calling for the keys. I closed up shop, and I watched the bridges burn. My hometown wasn't home to me. Right road don't always lead you home, and the wrong ones are paved with alibis. But if my guitar is my compass when I go, I'll find my road. And my songs will be the stars I'm guided by. Went to work on Wall Street, found no peace of mind. Started playing downtown bars, finally broke away, left the suits behind and traded stocks for tips in a jar. The right road don't always lead you home, and the wrong ones are paved with alibis. But if my guitar is my compass when I go, I'll find my road. And my song will be the stars I'm guided by. Here we go now. On a corner, you'll find me now in Soho. I'm playing like I'm paying off a debt. My guitar case catching quarters for a solo. But it's better than a promise never kept. It's better than a promise never kept. The right road don't always lead you home, and the wrong ones are paved with alibis. But if my guitar is my compass when I go, I'll find my road. Oh, indeed I will. Right road don't always lead you home, and the wrong ones are paved with alibis. But if my guitar is my compass when I go, I'll find my road. And my songs will be the stars I'm guided by. Oh, my songs will be the stars I'm guided by. Now come my friend, help me find my road. And now, won't you help me find my home and be my compass when I go? Gonna take it out.
Wow.
Never get sick of hearing that. I can't talk. Never get sick of hearing that tune, Nick.
You're very kind, my friend.
I love how you just take us on that story. It's just fascinating and tragic and uplifting all in one.
Yeah.
Just the whole arc of that story is.
Thank you. It's a true story. It's a true story.
I wrote when you posted it on Facebook. I wrote that I love the trading stocks for tips.
Yes. I remember you
is
saying that, Vern.
yeah, that and also the wrong roads are paved with alibis. Those are great lines.
Good
Thank
stuff.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, Maestro, Brian Theoret. Appreciate the good
All
work,
right.
guys. Over to you, Brian.
All right. This tune isn't. This is not autobiographical. Whoops, wrong key. There we go. So this tune is about a cutthroat poker player. It was inspired by. I was tasked with writing a song very quickly in this like February songwriting month thing that I do, RPM challenge. Every year there's this RPM challenge thing that I try to do. You're basically tasked with from scratch writing up to 10 songs, writing, recording, and releasing 10 songs in February. I never quite get to 10, but this one was one that came about after I took a sip of peanut butter whiskey. So it's a story about a poker player that drinks peanut butter whiskey. Was a straight-cut, narrow-minded shill with a jack up his sleeve. He draws his wins from the sleight of his hand and the lies they believe. He could spot a flush from the faintest little blush, or a quiver on a lip in a breeze. His hair was greased back, held tight, his temples beating red. When the cards hit the table, intuition like a blade on the edge. He had a fondness for the draw, down the river through a straw. He drank peanut butter whiskey with a frown. He stung like the whiskey with each hand he'd bring. He had no conscience at the table, he took everything. And he stung like the whiskey with each hand he'd bring. He had no conscience at the table, he took everything. He took everything. He took everything. Yeah, yeah. The shanty was a pub down the hill from his two-room flat. He ran there 14 years, counting cards with his cousin Rat. And Rat got his name when he snitched on his lackey Shane, who was caught selling coke to Father Black. He stung like the whiskey with each hand he'd bring. He had no conscience at the table, he took everything. And he stung like the whiskey with each hand he'd bring. He had no conscience at the table, he took everything. He took everything. He took everything. Yeah, yeah. with the sting of an ace on his lips. He swore he'd get back in the ring, but when he took his whiskey for a sip, his heart said, son, I ain't got no more time for this. And he stung like the whiskey with each hand he'd bring. He had no conscience at the table, he took everything. And he stung like the whiskey with each hand he'd bring. He had no conscience at the table, he took everything. It took everything. It took everything. Yeah, yeah.
Great song, Brian.
Thank you.
I like those first words. Would you repeat them, please?
Yeah, I was going to ask the same thing.
So it goes, he was a straight-cut, narrow-minded shill with a jack up his sleeve.
Yeah.
Nice. Straight
Yeah.
cut, narrow-minded shill with a jack up his
Yep.
sleeve.
Great.
Straight cut, boom.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Love it.
Great opening line.
Thanks. Yeah, I wanted to really kind of drive it home what kind of a person he was.
Yeah. Well, there's no doubt.
Mission accomplished. All right.
Yeah.
Excuse me. All right. All right, there we go. Got my bearings. Forgot where I was. This next tune is a tune about having, you know, big decisions in front of you and making the right choice and admiring the person that's making these choices. This one's called Pictures on Our Fridge. Thinking about what you said to me last night, as I catch a glimpse of you outside the kitchen window. The wind it blows your hair, it tickles your face as you sit below the sycamore's evening shadow. There's nothing to fret about right now. We're together in this time and this place. The glow of your lips, that sweet mango lip balm. I can taste your words and feel them on my face. This trip is only beginning, basking on this bridge. We'll take lots of pictures and hang them on a new fridge. moment it felt like time stood still. My soul, it took a deep, long breath. You calmed my nerves and now my heart is full. Forever room for more, she smiled and said, this trip is only beginning. Basking on this bridge, we'll take lots of pictures and hang them on our new fridge. There's nothing left to say, I'm just so proud of you. You made a choice and it's yours and it's all right. It's the light they say you see at the end of a tunnel. And we can see it now. In earnest, I didn't think that it could possibly work. You proved them wrong with a struggle, but kept your pace. You took those cracked, sweaty leather reins, weathered by hands and trusted your fate. This trip is only beginning. Basking on this bridge, we'll take lots of pictures and hang them on our new fridge. Thank you.
I love that. I love the climbing bass, your ascending bass that you put to work in that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that little.
Dum, dum, dum.
It has such a driving rhythm too, and since you're talking about a trip, it almost has the motion in it. You know, the tempo has a motion to it, and because I'm thinking. Lots of times when I listen to music, I think, what am I seeing? And I'm seeing like a travelogue, like underneath like a movie scene where the characters are, in like a train car.
Right. You can see out the window
Yeah, yeah. Everything's moving
the world flying
quicker.
by. Yeah.
You're moving slow inside, but everything outside's moving quick. Yeah.
Well, thanks, Bernie. Appreciate it.
No, I that's why I love songwriters. It's it just is. There's more layers than I mean, I love covers and they're fun, but if I have a choice, I'm gonna choose songwriters and original music for this, just for this reason. It sparks things.
Yeah. It's nice to be able to like make it, like going back to Nick's tune, and your Chevy tune, the guitar is your compass, like you can just see that.
Yeah.
And same with you and your father and watching your football games from his Chevy. Like I can picture that.
Mm-hmm.
I can picture that car. We do cool stuff.
Indeed we do.
Well, this last one was inspired by a phrase that Ellis Paul mentioned after one of the first, I think it was like the third songwriters retreat, and he basically said, "You only have so many heartbeats. Use them on the shit you love." And I wanted to make it a little bit more PG, so I played around with it, but. I went and talked to him after he said that. And I was like, "You mind if I use that in the song?" And this was the result. This one's called Heartbeats. You take 3 breaths, enough to break the panic. The barricade down, I've had it with the static. The bridge once crossed, set free into the wonder. A wise friend spoke, these words circle in my ears. You only have so many heartbeats. Use them on the ones you love. You only have so many heartbeats. Use them on the ones you love. So drawn right in by the supernatural beauty, clay in my hands, formed by fingers gently, and flames of fear licking bark on a tree. It's you and me, dear, gonna let this wind blow free. You only have so many heartbeats. Use them on the ones you love. You only have so many heartbeats. Use them on the ones you love. Blink 3 times, enough to make them water. It's down the hill, and in the light we ponder. My trunk is full, dusty in the attic, with watering eyes. These words circle in my ears. You only have so many heartbeats. Use them on the ones you love. You only have so many heartbeats. Use them on the ones you love. You only have so many heartbeats. Use them on the ones you love. You only have so many heartbeats. Use them on the ones you love.
Nice. Beautiful song.
Thank you.
That
Beautiful.
that's such a beautiful line.
Yep, truly.
Yes, that just is such a perfect line. And
Thanks, Ellis.
it's better. Yours is better than Ellis's.
I appreciate that. Wow, thanks.
But you know what I like though? I like that you asked him because that's that's something I've found. I mean, after retiring from 42 years in business, I love the generosity and the the lack of pretension in the songwriting community. People
Yeah,
are happy for other people. It's like they say, it's not pie. Somebody else doing well doesn't diminish your ability. You're doing well. So, but
right.
that's really cool. That's really
Yeah, and I thought it was important also to the like that fourth line. A wise friend spoke these words.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No, that
but
that makes it. No one else might know that, but it's your homage, and that's
yeah,
and that's cool. That's very critical. I've got a couple things like that in some songs, and it just makes it special to me every time I play it because it's not that I'm playing it for the 300th time. It's that every time I play it, I'm thinking of that person.
right,
Nice
right.
touch. Nice touch. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is really fun. I love doing this because I can see us doing it like, hanging out together. Just question, how physically far apart are the two of you? Like where you live?
about 6 hours away, I
Oh
think.
gosh.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, at the moment, I mean, I'm in Vermont right now, so that I think Brian's right. It's about 5 hours or so.
Okay.
And when I'm in Connecticut, we're probably about an hour apart. What do you think, Brian?
Yeah, yeah.
And where are you,
Well,
Brian?
well,
I'm in. Oh, sorry. Go
I'm
ahead.
no, I'm a couple hours from probably where Brian is. But if you're going to be down in Connecticut, let's see if we can't. I'm sure there's other people that would want to get together too, but it's that's not a far drive for me. So,
Yeah, I'm in Riverside, Connecticut when I'm in Connecticut, which is right next to Stamford. So if that gives you a marker.
hmm and that's even then it's not quite 2 hours. So,
Right.
um, but yeah, what I wanted to say before about like when um, I said to Brian, I said it was so cool that you changed the key of the song that you played in that first set. And something we do in our group here is we often will cover our friends. And even when we're not having an official cover your friends night, we'll do that with each other's songs. And Nick, I still have Comfort in Your Cup that I haven't done, and I gotta go and do that. But it means so much when you hear other people's phrasing and how they play it. And right now, Jennifer Barrows and I have traded songs, and so we're almost at the point where we're gonna play them for each other. Uh,
I still have yours, which you shared with me called Leave.
oh yeah,
Right? Yeah,
yeah,
right, right.
yeah. That's right.
Great,
Yeah,
great blues.
yeah. So,
Oh man, I got
but
to get in on this. This sounds fun.
it is fun. It is fun. All you need are lead sheets and an MP3
Right.
and an openness. But I know that you have it because yeah, we generally have people are generally very appreciative of the take that people put on it.
Yeah.
But okay, so the last set, I'm gonna start it off with a song that this has a story behind it. In 2018, I read a story a rewrite of a story that happened in 2016, and a group of college football players were visiting local schools, and they were at a middle school, and so at lunchtime, their chaperone brought them into the cafeteria, and one of the football players asked the chaperone, "What's going on with the young boy over there? He's sitting by himself." And she said, "Well, he sits by himself every day. He's special needs." And so, of course, the football player went and sat with the boy, and all of a sudden, that became the cool table. and it did evolve into a relationship. And then the boy came and got sideline tickets for the games at the university, and the mom said it literally changed. Will you scoot? I have a cat that I don't know why, but she wants
You have a groupie.
but the mom said it literally changed the boy's life, and so the message is simply that sometimes you can make a big difference just by sitting down at someone's table, and I got some nice notoriety on this. It was part of the WHYY out of Philly house concert series in 21. The video was. So this is called Reach Out. See the lonely boy sitting at a table by himself. Who will help this lonely boy? As a way that he can cope, turns inside away from hope. Then no one knows he's a lonely boy. Loneliness can be healed, but it takes you, and it takes me. What will we do for this boy? Let's join him at his table, this lonely boy. See the lonely girl, she feels like no one hears her, so she curls inside a lonely world. Waiting for a hand to reach out. Isn't this what we've been taught about? Don't let time run out for this lonely girl. Loneliness can be healed, but it takes you, it takes me. What will we do for this girl? Let her share her story, this lonely girl. We've stopped looking up, forgotten what it means to look in someone's eyes and say, you matter to me. This can be a lonely place if everyone hides in their own space. What a waste, such a lonely world. Time for us to make a stand, find someone who needs a helping hand. That's the plan to heal this lonely world. Loneliness can be healed, but it takes you, and it takes me. Here's what we'll do for our world. We can bring it to an end. Let's bring it to an end. We all reach out to a friend. Be a better world.
Nice work, Bernie. Love it.
Thank you.
Very sweet and very appropriate. Timely.
Yeah, I have some friends. I mean, they're retiring now, but they were teachers. A lot of teachers in my class. We're getting ready for our 50th high school reunion,
Nice.
and they shared it. They said that it seems to be even more present nowadays in schools, with kids feeling isolated, and that's terrible. Middle school, high school can be tough as it is.
Yeah.
So, all right, I've played this before. You might have heard it in a song circle, but this will be my lighthearted song for this set. And I usually introduce it and say there's a million love songs, and I wanted to write a song for people that just like hanging out together. So they're not in love. If you're not in love, maybe we're in like. So, where you and me coexist peacefully, living life pleasantly, but I hear there could be more. They talk of fireworks, shooting stars, hearts beating like a racing car. Are these the kinds of things that we should be trying for? Me and you are comfortable being two, no matter what they might want us to do with our lives. Think I speak for you. We're happy just being two. Well, baby, maybe we're in line. Separate interests, separate bank accounts. We're separately together on this ride. Oh, we might like different paths, but baby, when I do the math, it adds up to we're in line. Now sometimes things have a way of happening that can leave you wondering, are we doing this right? When I stop to think about it, would I really want to change? I doubt it. Let's face it, lady, we're in line. I don't understand the fuss, just let us be. It's purely up to us, not friends or family. Maybe I'm not meant to add a branch to the family tree. Well, I'm with you, you're with me. We're in like, and that's how it's meant to be. You and me and you. 1 and 1 is 2. Since the dawn of time, I say we just persist. If we feel there's something that we miss, we can keep on trying till we get it right. I said, baby, they might say we're crazy. Baby, maybe we're in like, oh, baby, baby, we're in life.
Bravo, I love it.
Lovely.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. So,
That's great. So what are you going to send us off with?
all right. So this is going to be. It actually ties into both of you because Nick, you wrote the song before about your guitar is your compass,
Correct.
and you talked about the banks and the farms,
Yep.
and so and this is the one that I worked on with Ellis, Brian, where he said he wanted some blood,
Nice.
and
Hey, all right.
so this happened like 2018, and I read a story about another town far away from us, and it had lost its primary employer, and all the little guys were the ones that took the brunt of it, and so it was just about the little guy getting the short end of the stick, and I started writing it, and then I thought, well, I put it back in the 30s when a freight train might be possible, or maybe the only viable way to escape. And and the second verse is where he said he wanted some blood because there's a confrontation and he wanted it to be dramatic, and he's right. So this is called Freight Train Outbound. Freight train outbound, freight train outbound, can't see tomorrow, on the run from yesterday. Freight train outbound, raised by common people, work long days with their hands, in the shadow of the steeple, in the bosom of the land, when a handshake was more binding than a name scrawled on a page. As I grow I'm finding not all folks live this way. We were set to marry, I had a piece of land, simple but sufficient for a humble family man. Then I fell behind on payments, honest work was hard to find. Told the bank I'd fix it, repay them in kind. Can't think about tomorrow till I make it through today. Freight train outbound, freight train outbound, can't see tomorrow, on the run from yesterday. Freight train outbound. Cloud of dust approaches, my heart sinks as it grows, 'cause no one's expected, least no one I know. The man is uninvited, gold pen and silky tie, shove some papers at me, filled with numbers and lies. Don't know what possessed me, how that gun got in my hand, but when I gained my senses, blood flowed on my land, and I knew I had no answers for questions that would come. I did the only everything I could. I turned my back to run. Can't think about tomorrow. Till I make it through today. Freight train outbound. Freight train outbound. Can't see tomorrow, on the run from yesterday. Freight train outbound. My life is over, I'm so damn young, but the sheriff, he ain't stopping. So I chase the setting sun, and each mile takes me further from the only love I've known. What kind of life is this? Free but all alone. All I have to do, day after endless day, read the names of towns on signs I pass along the way. Great Falls, Montana, Garrison, and then Spokane. Life is charging me a price that's more than I should pay. Can't think about tomorrow till I make it through today. Freight train outbound. Freight train outbound. Can't see tomorrow, on the run from yesterday. Freight train outbound. I gave up my tomorrows when I stood my ground that day. Freight train outbound.
Pretty powerful. I liked it. I like the rhythm. I like the fact that you wrap the story around what is actually a fairly active guitar story. It speaks of the pace of the moment.
You can almost hear the or picture the
Train.
the train going. The
I play with a harp player sometimes, and he does a train, like, very mournful
Nice.
in the background. Yeah, it's a nice touch.
yeah, I love that line. Can't see tomorrow, on the run from yesterday.
Yeah,
Great line.
thanks, man.
I was like,
Ernie,
oh,
thank
boy.
you. Great music.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
So we'll move right in. We get this. This is called Arizona Sunset.
All right.
Flick your wrist and hold back the tide. Hold up your hand and stop the rain. Stop an avalanche before it slides. Cross your heart and calm a hurricane. Tell flowers stop rising through the pavement. Tell springtime don't you come no more. And I'll retreat like we never happened. Turn my back on your front door. If you can crush a diamond in your hand, rob a rose of his bloom, push my blood backward through my veins, only then will I stop loving you. When thunder and lightning up and down, and they erase the face of the moon. When Arizona sunsets quit the desert sky, well then I might walk away from you. So try to crush that diamond in your hand and rob a rose of its bloom. Then push my blood backward through my veins, and only then will I stop loving you. When Arizona sunsets quit the desert sky, well then I might walk away from you. Diamond in your hand, rob a rose of its bloom. Push my blood backward through my veins, only then will I stop loving you. Push my blood, make it run backward through my veins, only then will I stop loving you. Only then will I stop loving you. It's about the impossibility of falling out of love, right?
I love how you waited on the reveal doesn't happen till like a minute and a half in, you know?
Yeah.
And I love that.
I'm glad you do, Barry. Thank you. Yeah, no, it came out of a conversation with someone who was worried about a job transition, and they're classy and they're smart and they're very talented. And I said, don't sweat it. I said, wherever you go, and they'll never crush the diamond. And then ultimately that phrase found its way into this song when I was rethinking about the impossibility of falling out of love. Anyway, so this, so we're going to kind of go, title track, Fountain Pen, on the album. Please don't hate me for the words she made me write. She's been talking to herself all night. Trembling hand is steady now, thoughts coming clear. She's leaving you one last souvenir. I am her only fountain pen, the birthday gift you gave her back then. And I can't count the time she picked me up and put me down, but she's writing rain tonight, the way the ink is pouring out. Her words say you are out of time, and they lay across the page like a field of mines. No way out between the lines. I can't stop her from writing, it's the end. I am just a fountain pen, like a jet black arrow flying from her hand. I signed your names the day you traded wedding bands, and Italian summer postcards and late night letters back at school. Notes of devotion by two crazy loving fools. But tonight she's asking how it all went wrong. She's drawing lines straight to all you could have done, and question marks and margins laying heavy so cold. One exclamation point closing in to take its toll. And her words say you are out of time. They lay across the page like a field of mines. No way out and I can't stop her from writing it's the end. I am just a fountain pen. Now her words are out of hiding. She can't hide her pain anymore. And the ink from my lips calls you goodbye kiss. And she packs me in her suitcase, pins a letter to the door. Whoa, 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 whoa. The words say you are out of time. They lay across the page like a field of mines. And there's no way out between the lines. And I can't stop her from writing it's the end. I am just a fountain pen, and I can't stop before it's over the end. I am just a fountain pen. Less than a decisive chord, but we love that chord. Thank you.
That's such a great song, Nick.
Thank you,
man.
One last souvenir. I mean, that line, that stuck with me. It was like, boy, that's really over when it's the last souvenir, you know.
Yeah, like, we're done.
Yeah, I know. There won't be any more souvenirs. I mean, that's a great way to look at that it's really over. It's like no more souvenirs. I don't. That line just really hit me.
Well, I'm glad. Well, thank you. I mean, it always matters, I think, you know, when we're songwriters, right? We really appreciate it when another songwriter just happens to tune in on, you know, a line that we kind of created in the song. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, sure.
So this is called Rumble of the Train. And for anybody who's ever done music on a subway platform while the world rushes by. So I followed her voice underground, through the tunnels and the noise I tracked her down. She was singing by the turnstiles to a city on the run, passing out pieces of her heart in every song, singing way down here some things never change, never change, talking about music and the rumble of the train. Here we go. Well, she's there each day when I come rushing by. She says, I'll trade you a story for your time. Well, the world is an endless procession, and she serenades the ebb and flow. She might wish we'd all pay attention. She never lets it show. She just says, y'all come back, 'cause good things never change. Talking about music and the rumble of the train. What's reliable and real? It's the way the music makes you feel, and the rhythm of the ride that takes you home. Won't you take me home? But if I just stop and listen to her song, the music stays with me all day long. But I gotta go, so I drop a 10, gotta leave again. keep my day on track. Without a word, she smiled. We both know I'll be back, 'cause it's way down here. Some things never change, never change. Talking about music and the rumble of the train. Singing way down here, something never change. Oh, now about music and the rumble. Talking about music and the rumble. Talking about music and the rumble of the train. Amen.
Nice.
Thank you. A pleasure playing with you two outlaws tonight. Love it.
Yeah.
What a pleasure.
It was awesome. And Brian, what were you writing on the legal pad? Mine's over there. I was.
I was writing down a couple of takeaways.
Who were you?
Yeah, I need to write a train song. Both of you had a train song, and this one in 2 weeks ago in our Coffeehouse Folk with Denise Gagne. If you haven't checked that one out, check it out. It's on our Facebook page and YouTube. Both of you had a train song that week or that show. I got to write a train song, and that's what that was.
I just want to tell you, thank you, Brian. Again, thanks for your great song, Bernie. It's a pleasure. Great to see you, man. And let's make sure we do this in person. And,
Definitely.
And just let me also thank Brandon O'Sullivan for helping us all to sound good and have such seamless communication, no internet hiccups of any kind. Yeah. And that's thanks to Brandon. So Brandon, I know we can't get you in front of singing, maybe another time, but thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Brandon.
And thanks everybody for watching. We really appreciate it.
I know we ran over a bit tonight, but it was a lot of fun. I hope everybody stayed with us. So y'all take care. Bernie, come see us again, and let's do this again soon.
All right, guys, take care.
You too.
A lot of fun.
Everybody.
Okay.
Take care.